Here's another one that doesn't get enough talk about, but should be used. Quotes from thought leaders. What's a thought leader? Well, it's anybody who has a dominant presence in the marketplace that a lot of people turn to for advice. I was just reading a book on the Google story and how Google came to be and how they rose and created this billion-dollar empire. And one of the things when they went public with their IPO, they wrote a note where they were warning investors. They're saying, hey, we're not going to try to smooth out the quarterly reports. We're not going to do any of that fancy stuff. If there's a short-term loss or whatever, we're going to just give it to you how it is. Because we know in the long run, you have to measure your business in the long term, not in the short term with these little bumps. And they said that, and then in the end they kind of surmised it with a quote that Warren Buffett said that was along the same way, that you can't measure your thing like that. But they really solidified what they were saying with that quote for Warren Buffett. Well, obviously, Warren Buffett in the investment industry is a huge thought leader. So Google piggybacked off of him to, validate their point. And it made sense. It made sense to me. I was like, that's a good point. If Warren Buffett said it, the guy who knows more about investing than anybody on the planet probably, then there's probably some validity to it. So, here's another example. Peter Drucker said, knowledge has to be improved, challenged, and increased constantly, or it vanishes. So Peter Drucker, I would use that example if I was trying to market to like sales managers or business managers or business owners in mid and high level companies where, I'm telling them you got to keep up on the latest information. Otherwise you're going to stagnate and die as a business. Why? Well, Peter Drucker said, and then you go on. People and managers respect Peter Drucker like he's God, because he is kind of like the god of management. He's a thought leader. So in your industry, there are thought leaders as well. Use them. See what you can find for the quotes of what they've said, and you put that into your copy. Not only will it validate the points that you're making, but you kind of borrow their credibility. They associate, when people read that name, they associate that name with you because they see your name and they see your sales letter and they see that person's name. It just happens automatically. If you can't find quotes from thought leaders in your own industry, then just use thought leaders in general. There are thought leaders in general that we all turn to. I mean, we all recognize who Warren Buffett is. We all recognize who Donald Trump is. So, if there's huge thought leaders, and you can use them, Winston Churchill, if you can use these people to lend credence to your copy and that the people that you're targeting resonate with these thought leaders, borrow their expertise, borrow their credibility, and use it in your sales letter.